Day 208, and we find ourselves in our pit stop.
Yeah.
Every time before we make the big run, we get the vehicles checked and serviced. The roads are difficult, as you guys have seen, so we're pulled in here this morning on 208, day 208. We're working on the loads right now. The team's working on grains, and we're working on a energy drink deal, right?
Yes.
Are we looking at a serious deal?
We need to. I mean, the target is to get the energy drinks like per can,
Yeah.
less than 40 cents.
Correct. Less than 40 cents a can, which is a
Yes.
steal. So working on that right now, and at the same time, we're working on a vehicle maintenance on van number 1, a NASCAR pit stop once again. What are we getting checked on this van?
This time it's the transmission parts, because with the beautiful roads and the very, smooth roads there. You've seen some of it
Yes.
in Nikolaevsk Oblast. So it needs. I believe we need to check it.
Yeah.
This
So-
is how I feel all the time.
Yeah. So it's not that we have a problem, we're being proactive.
Yes, I hear some wrong, let's say, noise, and there
Well, I
is
think
some-
part of that you're driving.
No,
No?
I don't believe so.
Okay. But
I don't want.
just in case, we're doing a check.
Yes.
Trailers have been serviced.
Yes.
And now on this vehicle, transmission and alternator.
Yes, an electric part in the white van.
Okay, and a white van electric part.
For we could switch it off.
Correct. Yeah, the white van we could turn on but not turn off. So
Yes.
we're cooking now. But this is what it takes. The roads are so difficult, and I guess they're checking something here.
Yes.
Anyway, the roads are so difficult
Yeah.
in lots of places that we have to be proactive with the service on the
Yes,
vehicle.
not
This is the main van that we bought,
Yes.
and we care for it and take care of it by
Yes.
being ahead of the curve.
Yes, I don't want to get stuck in some place, and this way to set up our guys who is waiting for the help and this medical supply and the other stuff.
We would hate for them not to get the things that we are scheduled to deliver because it's our fault.
Yes.
Exactly. All right, that's where we're at right now. You can see it inside the Soviet style garage, getting it done. Slava Ukraina. Hey. So now we come to this spot. It's taken us about an hour and a half to get these supplies. And you can see all the maintenance that goes into a run here. So we've put about 6,000 miles down since Zhenya was picking me up in Warsaw. There's our bushing.
Knock knock.
There's our bushing. And what else we got here?
The oil, engine oil for 2 vehicles.
Two vans.
Yeah.
Filters.
The filters, the fuel filters, oil filters, air filters, some cylinder filters, the bushings. That's it for now. It's just service.
It's just getting it.
This is for black one. This stuff. This is for yellow, white one.
That's a white one.
Yeah, not yellow.
No, but we're getting it done.
Yes.
And this is the reality of what it takes to make these runs.
Yeah. Yes.
Because
people doesn't see it. It's people see the picture. The bus is running.
People see
That's
the
it.
bus running, or they see us
That's it.
handing the tourniquet.
No, usually yes. That's it.
But let me ask you a question. Why do we do this? And that is, I'll answer my own question and then you can comment. We do this so we do not get stuck there.
Yes.
Some of those roads we're on are very, very bad. And that's an understatement. So we try to keep the vehicles in top pristine condition so that they don't fail us.
Alternator.
We carry an extra alternator.
Yeah, because this one was broken during the bad roads and the deep pools there.
So now we have another one and a backup.
Yeah, this one, yes, we have. This is reality.
This is reality. So a little bit of insight as we're prepping for the third run.
And we're going to electric now.
Now we go to electric. We've got electric?
Yeah, we need.
Oh, man.
Tomorrow we go to buy an energy drinks here.
For the soldiers.
For the soldiers, for the ones who are in the night, on the night shifts,
Block
on
post.
block post,
Yeah.
and some other guys who are like doing their work quite deep, and they take such stuff with them.
Protein bars and energy drinks with
Yes.
them. Yes.
And
One of the things you were just saying, so I'll flip the camera back on, is people only see the running and the gunning and the delivering and the miles driven, the kilometers
yeah,
driven,
blue
but
sky,
blue
yellow
sky,
fields.
yellow fields. But the reality is, you know, we still try to be very, very frugal with the funds that we have, meaning
Yes.
that, you know, all the money that you guys around this world have donated, we
Okay.
try to save every
Yes.
penny we can on an oil change. We're still, you know, getting good oil, get good filters, but what, for example, what you can change, you'll change.
Yeah,
Or
yes.
we've got agreements with some service places that are donating the service as a part of their war effort support.
Yes.
It's-
Like for the renting this big trailer,
Mhm.
we rent. They giving us like huge discounts. So we, from other side, we're trying to give them pictures
Yes.
and being responsible, like keeping like being responsible in situations like we got now, that one of their tires completely destroyed.
They saw that on the last video,
Yeah,
so,
so
we're replacing it.
Yes, but because of that tire I couldn't find in Khmelnytsky in our city. I did order it from other part of Ukraine, and it's going right now. I mean, on the way. Tomorrow I will get it, and we will change and give it back, because
We'll
bring
give
back.
it back in better condition than it left.
Yes, this is the way we
But
do.
these
like,
guys are renting that big trailer to us for $9 a day.
yeah,
So, hello,
I need to be
$9 a
thankful.
day.
Yes.
So we'll give it back to them better than it came to us. So this is how it works, and it takes hours, it takes days. And then once you've been here for a month doing this, you know, these down days are really important, because once we roll out, it's nonstop,
Okay, and one more example. Right now we're going to one of our storages,
right?
and today the sisters, they have a day off, and they using this day off not for resting.
Day off from their regular job, they're not
Yes.
resting.
They're doing some work there, preparing
Stuff that we'll be taking.
Yes, so let's go and check them.
Teamwork.
Non-stop.
Huge team around the world, so thank you everybody.
Thank you.
Найбільше нам дуже до побачення. Найбільше нам дуже сподобалося, коли батьки віддихають, коли діти сплять, батьки займаються своїми справами. Я кажу, Оль, кажу, поміг було б чудово і потрясающе.
Ну, ми будемо далі допомагати.
Організм.
От, чим можна, ладно.
Юрасик, ти що, ніколи не їв печиво?
Вкусно?
Що треба сказати?
Вкусно? Скажи, не вкусно, а смачно, да?
Смачно?
Смачно, да.
Хорошо, все, на зв'язку.
Дуже вдячна, бо я вам кажу,
Hey guys, we are still here in Khmelnytsky, but prepping. We have meetings tonight, list, vehicles being prepared, everything's ready to go. We've just delivered some aid here locally. But one thing I wanted to do here, I'm up on the 11th floor of this building. And this is typical of any of these cities, but we can use this as an example tonight. I want you just to look how many buildings. It's okay. Easily thousands of people are living where you can see. Easily thousands of people. So just
2 минутки.
imagine when a cruise missile comes in the other regions, which it could come here as well, but more often, of course, out east. Just imagine the devastation. How many people are living here? And you do not even have to really be specific with your aim, because pretty much anything falling here on this whole panorama is going to hit something, and it's not going to be a good target, because this is all civilian. And that right there would probably be a thermal boiler that helps heat all of these buildings. So this is how it typically looks in all the cities. Gives you a great bird's eye view. Take a peek down there. You can see the people down there living their normal lives. And this is normal Ukraine, 100% normal. And this is what is being destroyed. So, different angle.
So йдемо. круги штук 50. 125 розмір 1,2 відрізний. Матраси дорослі, матраси дитячі. Вот, далі, що ще?
So what's he doing right now?
Тапочки.
Talking to the guys directly on the front lines.
Труси,
And
футболки, добре.
determining
Харчування,
what
дитячі
we need
суміші.
to have loaded
у-
when we go meet them at the drop
Uh-huh.
points. That's what's happening, and this is how it
Хорошо.
happens. For days on end.
Хорошо.
Prepping the loads, prepping to
Добре.
go, making it happen. But that's a direct conversation happening to the front lines. And I can even tell you, that would be down near Kherson.
Ну, а скажіть, мені радили більший 5-літровий балон.
Those phone calls that Jania was just having, you can see some of his chicken scratch here. He's on another phone call with a front guy. And some of this may be hard for you guys to read, not being used to reading this type of script. I'll flip the page over and give you a little insight on some of the plans over the next 7 days. Of course, that place being recently liberated, and that would be where the mass graves were just found. This would be working down in Kherson and Mykolaiv area. Of course, Donetsk region. And we also are going to work on this one, Nikopol, of course, being the city that is in dire need, both with humanitarian needs and military aid. And yes, this is the city across from Zaporozhye nuclear power plant. We were just granted access to Nikopol about 10 minutes ago. So it is now on the list, and he's actually on that phone call right now. This is how it happens, guys. It's unbelievable just to watch this unfold. Down in that Mykolaiv and Kherson area, even pushing over toward Nikopol, we're working with a local there. His name is Alexei, and he is making so many things happen for us to get the frontline access that we need, to get the supplies where we need them. And he's just a big help. And as we get down there in a couple of days, I will show you some video with Alexei. But I want to show you a clip now. Last week, they were requesting a drill. A drill. And the reason they needed it is because part of their work there as volunteers and underground, or however you want to look at it, is they repair soldiers' cars. I know it's different than the American military or maybe some other military from the countries wherever you're watching from, but these guys drive their own vehicles to the front. They'll color them in camouflage. They're not issued Army Jeeps like Americans are, or Humvees many times. These guys that are working on the front lines and fighting on the front lines are bringing their own vehicles. So they try to find old ones and paint them up camouflage, and they have special markings on them. But of course, it's very difficult down there, so they break down. They fall apart, to be quite honest. And one of the things that we were able to help with last week was to bring a drill, just a drill, because they are using that to assist them in repairing these vehicles quicker. I'm going to show you a video clip that was sent to us from Alexei's team. And this is the drill that we as a community bought and supplied to these guys there at the front lines repairing vehicles. And you'll see this captain, I think it's a captain, his vehicle is kind of like Fred Flintstone. And that's the kind of little joke the young lady makes at the end. No floorboards. Check this out.
Автомобіль командира капітана Шевченка не витримав наших доріг. Згнив він, мабуть, раніше, але ось така ситуація. Зараз повирізали, будемо їм ремонтувати. Це залишки розкоші. Тут така ж ситуація. Капітан Шевченко мав перспективу відчути себе Флінстоуном.
Just got a message in right now, actually from Zhenya. He's actually heading over my place. It's late at night here. We're making another conference call tonight with Kyiv, working on purchasing military supplies out of Poland over the next 24 hours to 36 hours before we roll out and head south and east. But he just messaged me a couple minutes ago and he says, hey man, watch out for Uman. So tonight I want to give you some updates, and be careful and keep your eye on Uman. Uman is a city in south central Ukraine. We were just there. In fact, we stayed in Uman, and Uman has been struck several times during the war. But why tonight? Ukraine is on high alert in the city of Uman because Uman is actually a holy city in Ukraine. It's a holy Orthodox Jewish city. And currently there are thousands upon thousands of Orthodox Jews coming to Uman right now for an annual celebration. They chose not to cancel it. They chose to carry on and to celebrate the way they do there annually. With that said, Ukraine is on high alert because these are the types of targets that Russia likes to strike. So over the next 24, 48, 72 hours, we need to keep our eye on Uman. And I can tell you, we will be going through Uman on our way down south. And of course, if we find something unique or interesting, we'll be sharing it with you. But Zhenya messaged me and says, hey man, tell everybody to keep their eye on Uman. So on the map, you would look at it, it is spelled U-M-A-N. Keep your eye on Uman. There is a big deal going on there with this annual gathering of Orthodox Jews. The last thing I want to share with you tonight is actually just a short clip with Zhenya's son. His name is Mark, and Mark is 11, 12 years old. I'm trying to remember. And so he's in grade school. And in his Ukrainian language classes, the kids have an agreement with the teacher. And that is, if they make mistakes in learning their lessons, they have to pay a fine. And the fine, of course, is paid in Ukrainian hryvnia. And every hryvnia raised goes to support the military. So many times the kids are making mistakes on purpose so that they can give money to the military. And I asked Mark a couple of questions about that. And I think tonight this will be a great way to close out the video with a look at Mark. Марк, вопрос. Украинский урок. Если ошибка, что будет?
Ми жертвуємо ми даємо гроші в ЗСУ.
И это нормально?
Да, так.
Ты делаешь много ошибки?
Пока что ни одной не сделал.
Ты имеешь деньги?
Пока что.